back. You're tuned into Sport Federation TV. Remember to like our Facebook page for all the interviews that you've seen today, the interviews coming back up, and also the interviews that we've had in the past, where you can find out more about all the different sports available in the Western Cape. With me in studio right now, from the world of cycling, we have Nigel Isaacs and Jean Smith. Welcome, gentlemen. Very nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for being here.
Yes, so well, Nigel, you have a specific role to play in the Western Cape cycling world. Tell us about that.
Yeah, my role is I'm the Western Cape Track Commissioner, and my role is basically is to ensure or to look after our track riders and making sure that we put up events. And from the events that we put up, obviously we also then need to look for riders to participate in upcoming events like our Western Cape Champs, our South African Track Champs, and also interprovincial champs. And that is our local track classics is basically our platform that we use to identify riders that we can use for those bigger events that we normally have during the year. Yeah.
Sounds like quite an intensive portfolio.
It is very intensive portfolio. It sounds very basic, but behind the scenes it's not so basic. There's a lot of work and input that you have to do, but yeah, it's worth it at the end of the day.
Okay, how did you get involved with the sport? I'm sure you didn't wake up one day and go, "Ooh, I feel like I want to be a Western Cape track commissioner."
No, I've been involved with track cycling and road cycling since 1993, and been through all this through all the challenges that goes with it. And I must say, obviously, I enjoyed everything that I did with regard to cycling. And at some point, I fell in love with track cycling, and from there, I also obviously competed in some of the events, or most of the events, Western Cape Champs, SA Champs, and so forth. And then I think I just got to a point where I had enough now of racing in a sense. And one day, I was just approached by somebody, actually his father, who was a track commissioner at the time, and asking if I'm not interested in the position. And then after long talk and consultation, I said, yeah, well, let's go and see what happens. And that was in 2015, and up until now, so yes, it was good.
Oh, well done, because you know that once the Sports Federation has got you as an administrator, they'll never let you go.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, Jean, you are specifically involved with cycling as a competitor. You specialize in a particular field or category of cycling. Tell us about that.
So I'm a track sprinter, track specific sprinter. So I do not do any road racing. Now I do a bit for some endurance, but it's mostly short events, maximum 1 kilometer, 4 laps on our track, our velodrome. It's all about getting as fast, as quick as possible from the blocks.
Okay, so then that's your thing.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
I don't have the lungs like the gentleman sitting next to me. I'm a bit more muscular. So yeah, I like the more short stuff.
Okay.
Yes.
What drew you to the world of cycling?
I always wanted to have Western Province colours. So in high school I wasn't big enough. Not big enough, that's not the excuse, but I just saw cycling as a bit better sport. My dad took me to a 3-day race, I think in Bell Velodrome, and that just got me. I thought, oh, I must try this.
How long have you been doing this sport now?
Since 2003, I think.
Okay.
I'm not sure, I was 16 or 17 years old.
So you're a seasoned athlete
Yeah,
then, cyclist.
I do it for quite a while, yes.
Yeah. Tell us about some of your accomplishments over the years.
My first medal at national championships was 2008, silver in the Curran races behind the Derny, and my first SA champs, the best one, is 2010. I was here in Bell Velodrome. So and then I went 2012, I think, to Manchester Velodrome as well to participate with John L and Bernard Esrosen for South Africa as well. But the first SA champs was the best.
Okay, so prettier colours in the
Yeah.
bag already as well. Right. Now, you've mentioned Bellville a couple of times, and Bellville is also your home base, hey?
Yes.
All right, and there's some exciting events coming up for Bellville in the near future. Tell us about that, Nigel.
Yes, in October we have our annual Western Cape Champs, and then after that we will also have our South African track champs. But between the two events, we also have another event which is going to take place in Joburg. It's interprovincial champs. And so what the idea is then obviously to the riders to compete at the Western Cape champs, to select a team from that event and put that team together to be able to ride for Western Cape in the interprovincial champs, which
Right.
is in Johannesburg. Yeah.
Okay. How does Western Cape usually fare at the national events?
Well, for the past 3 years, I think we've won all the interprovincial champs that we had, which is very good news for us, very exciting for us.
Yeah.
Competition was tough, obviously, but even last year, with the very last event, the scores were still level between first and second place, and we just managed to pull it off, and at the last event, yeah. So that was obviously very exciting for us.
Yeah. So in all the different disciplines and cycling, Western Cape is excelling nationally.
Definitely, yeah, definitely.
Excellent. What would you attribute that to?
Well, obviously from making sure that we put up events and encouraging riders to come and race, and making sure that they come and race, and obviously being involved directly with our club representatives, and telling them which event is coming up, which are the important events, and also obviously making sure that the riders do come to the track, and at some point also give some incentives. Obviously, we're not rich when it comes to money. We can say, okay, yes, lots of prize money, but any incentives that we can give to the riders just to draw them for the next event, then it's encouraging for them also, obviously.
All right. Well, you've brought some footage from one of the events. Let's take a look at that now. Now, Jean, that's your baby. Hey.
Yeah, that's mine. So the first one was the previous track on Tuesday, where we rode a bit. The last footage there was of last year's 2017,
Yes.
27 National SA Championships, where I actually came second to John's piece there. So it was quite funny to see. I wasn't expecting that, but yeah, that's what we do. What's what I do. No brakes, no one gear, and it's just all about going as fast as you can.
What's the top speed? I mean, do you clock top speeds on these events?
No, we know more or less the average speed the last 200 meters.
Yeah.
So that's about 65 km an hour on our track. I'm thinking it's going to be a bit faster come SS at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Especially John Spies that's training overseas. He's quite strong now. So I think there could be a couple of personal records, but I think the max speed that we'll maybe get on this track's about 70, 72 km an hour max speed.
And I'm sure it's quite an exciting sport to watch as well, hey, for spectators.
Yeah, especially there's one race, specific race, the Madison, that's quite, it's something nice to watch. If you understand the sport, it's people throwing each other, there's teams of 2, and they're throwing each other. One guy always stays in a race. So for spectators' point of view, I think it's like Tour de France. You see the entire race from one place, from a seat. So I think it's the best.
It's like Grand Prix without the noise.
Yeah, you see the entire race.
Yeah.
It's not, you see only 100 meters or 200 meters of a race, so you can see all the action.
Yeah. Well, Nigel, you'd like to invite the public to come and enjoy these events at Belleville, hey?
Yes, definitely. It would be nice if we can fill up those stands and those seats with lots of people. I mean, entry is free to all our events. There's no entry fee, so people can come. Anybody can come and just have a good time of cycling, track racing.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, well, we hope that you have a Facebook page, right?
Yes, we do have a Facebook
okay,
page.
And if people want to get more info about those upcoming events and how to support or even come in to spectate, they can get that information there.
Yes, all the information is on the website, on the Facebook website, and we also have a other website with Western Province Cycling, and that information will also be on there.
Okay, excellent. All the best to you, Jean.
Thank you very much, Sharon.
And to you as well in your very demanding profile. May you have successful events up in Belleville.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Right, so after the break, we'll be taking a look at some of the footage from the Cape Town Sports Awards that happened this previous Wednesday. Sports Federation TV was there to catch some of those highlights, so please stay tuned for that.